One thing I love about the blues is they are very thoughtful and they are sensitive and they are sincere and they're kind. But the negative side of it, or their weaknesses, is they are very self-critical and self-deprecating. So it's hard to walk that fine line. And I would always tell my son Taylor his strengths first. Like, Taylor, I love your heart. I love this and I love this and I love this. And be like, you're too hard on yourself. You are just learning how to play baseball. You're just learning how to play football. So of course you're not going to get it always right every single time. So just know that. Whenever you do discipline him, once again, do it in private, because they do not like correction in front of a lot of people because it embarrasses them. So make sure you do that. Well, welcome to Wire Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the blue temperaments and dive into all the questions that you've written in about this unique temperament. So blues are usually sensitive, thoughtful, but can be moody. So let's learn how to parent them the best way.
Well, hello and welcome to Wire Talk. I'm your host, Emily, and I'm so glad you're here listening with us today. We are going to be talking about parenting kids that have those blue personalities. They're great personalities, but all personalities are very different. So we're going to dive in to talk about how to parent those sticky situations with those blues.
I love it.
I know.
I'm ready for it.
But do you know what's not blue, Mom?
What's not blue? I'm not blue.
My sweater is not blue.
Yeah, your sweater is not blue. Your sweater is hot pink.
Do you know why, though?
Why?
Because it's 3 days before Valentine's Day.
Oh, then I'm in like a brown poopy sweater.
Well, I'll be here for...
I didn't look at the date.
I always look at the date.
You do?
I coordinate my outfits to what we're recording.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Emily,
Yes.
Why did I never think of that?
That's so funny because I talk about my outfits all the time, like with what's going on. Like
Yeah.
I think it was in August. I was like, I'm wearing orange. I was wearing orange because Auburn started playing that weekend.
That is hilarious.
I know, but I think about these things. So,
Well, I don't, because I have on my brown today.
Okay.
I look like I'm fall Thanksgiving.
that's okay, Mom. You still look beautiful. You still
Well.
look beautiful. Well, Mom, do you and Dad do anything fun for Valentine's Day?
We usually go out to eat, but not on Valentine's Day. We'll go around Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. It's too crowded because your dad's a blue temperament.
Yes.
And he does not like the crowds.
And also, he's probably not home necessarily on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's true. There's lots of Valentine's Days he's not. But I do tell him, do not get me any chocolates.
Mhm.
I may have wanted chocolate in my younger years, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
Because I do love them, and I will eat a lot of them.
If I ask for chocolate, I want the Trader Joe's Reese's dark chocolate peanut butter cups.
Man, I could eat that.
They are so
So
They're
the whole thing, they're
They're
yummy.
They're honestly the best.
Have you finished the ones I gave you for Christmas?
No, I'm like rationing them. I only have I get like one every like 4 to 5 days
I love it.
because they really are a treat. And I'm trying to cut back on my sugar.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to eat all of them, but I'm like, ooh, yes. But I do have them in the highest portion of my pantry, and I will not give them to my kids.
That's hilarious. They don't
Yes.
even know that they're there.
They don't even know that
Don't
they're
even
there.
look at them. Don't think about it. Don't look at them.
One of my friends says that she puts her best candy in vegetable bags in the freezer.
Brilliant.
Isn't that hilarious? I'm like, that's smart.
I want to know which friend.
I can't relieve those secrets,
you can't
Mom.
reveal your
Reveal,
sources.
not relieve. Reveal those
Reveal your
secrets.
sources.
Well, Mom, if you could ask for anything for Valentine's Day this year, what would you ask for?
I would ask for everyone to sign up for SOAR.
Yes, that's what I
Because
want.
it's going to be amazing. And I am so excited. We've not had a live SOAR in
Yeah.
7 years.
Mhm.
We did do a couple virtual after COVID,
Yeah.
during COVID and after COVID, but we haven't done a live one. And I'm very excited. And the moms asked for it, and we're doing it.
So tell the moms who don't know what SOAR is, tell us a little bit about what it is,
Mhm.
where it's going to be, and how much it's going to be.
Well, SOAR is a conference. Think of it as like a big pep rally for moms.
Yeah.
Okay. I was at a conference one time for college students, and I looked all around the auditorium, and I was just like, these young kids were praising and worshiping God. And I thought, nobody ever does that for moms.
Mm-mm.
And I want to do that for moms. So we started SOAR, and I usually pick a theme every year. This year, our theme is going to be peace for the anxious mom, because the times that we live in, it's anxious and it makes us all worried, whether
Yep.
you have a baby or you have a child in college, it doesn't matter, or you're a grandparent like me, we all get anxious. So SOAR is so much fun. Actually, it's exciting. There's a huge worship band. I'm going to do 2 live talks. There's going to be breakout speakers. There's going to be food. There's going to be snacks. There's going to be coffee. There's going to be, we do it in tables so you can get to know other moms. Or this venue also has sort of stadium seating. So if you don't want to sit at a table, you have best of both worlds.
Yeah.
It's going to be fabulous. And like, really, it's one of my favorite things that we ever have done.
And if you're a mom who's thinking, that sounds great, but I've got some things that are scheduled that day, I'm just going to challenge you to say yes to SOAR.
That's right.
Because when's the last time you said yes to something for you? Because you need to do this. This is not just like a promotional video. Well, I mean, it is, but but it also is just for you. It's for moms. It's designed specifically for moms, for you, to get you on the best what is the word I'm looking for?
Trajectory?
Yeah, for the rest of the year, to put you in the best, put your boots on and go stomping forward to be like, I am a good mom and I can do this and I got the charge ready to go.
Well, and I promise you will leave out with encouragement. You will lead out with tools in your tool belt in motherhood, and you will not leave. You will soar out of there. That's why we named it SOAR.
Because your heart will be full.
Yeah, it really will be. And it's something, and we're not going to record it. So you're only going to get to see it live, and you need to be there. I mean, it's truly, it's a wonderful event.
We also have people who are making a weekend out of it.
Yeah.
So you can take a couple of friends, you can fly in. If you don't live locally, that's okay. I mean, I remember the last SOAR you had people from California and Washington and Texas and Tennessee.
We had over 12 states represented.
And it was amazing. And it's just such a good community. If you're ever like, man, I really want to see Karen live, this is your moment. This is your moment. Also, not to brag, but me and my sisters are going to be hosting.
Oh, that's right.
And we're going to be so much fun. You're not going to want to miss us.
Y'all really are wonderful hosts.
Thank you.
I have to say, I saw them at an event do all 3 of them hosting, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to have all 3 of them host my event. I mean, they're my daughters.
We're pretty fun. We're very different. Kelsey's very serious. She's like, let's go over the script. Like, let's do it.
She's very professional.
Abby's like, what order are we going in? And I'm like, where do I need to be? Where's my microphone? And then they're like, Emily, please look at your script. And I'm like, oh, okay. Don't just go fly by the seat of my pants. Got it. So it's kind of funny.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be games. There can be prizes. I mean, and listen, y'all know I'm all about gifts.
Yes.
So there's going to be gifts. There's going to be, the prizes are going to be good. They're not lame gifts. They're good gifts.
And I think we're announcing something special at SOAR for the next year.
We're definitely announcing something.
And we're not going to tell you.
No, we're not. You have to be at SOAR to find out, to be the first ones to sign up for that.
So, I think they got it, Mom.
I don't know. No, yeah, I bet they do. Because you know why? They're smart women.
That's right.
And not only do they get it, they're going to come.
They're going to come. And I want to see you. And if you see Mom, not that you really want a picture with me, but if you see Mom, be like, I want a picture with you, Karen. Yeah. And I will take it for you.
I would love it. Listen, I do. Bring your books. I'll sign. Love to take pictures. It's fun. It's a fun gathering. Really, truly is. Yeah. So y'all come on, sign up.
Yes. Well, I will bring us back. I'll land the plane, take off again. Mom, we're talking about blue personalities today.
Yes.
Parenting, a lot of times it's non-blue parents parenting blue children.
A lot of the time.
Yeah. But that's where all the questions come from.
The non-blue.
Because you don't understand some things.
True.
You know what I mean?
If you're not that temperament, it's hard to understand, especially in a child, like what's going on right here.
You know, I am green, yellow, and Harper is blue, red. And I always thought she was red first, but
the older she's
getting, that keyword perfect is very important to her.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to see, and I'm going to learn a lot today about what these sweet mamas have asked you. So let's dive in and get these questions.
I'm ready.
All right. Question 1 says, hi, Karen. I've been listening since my baby was a newborn, and I'm so grateful for all the wisdom you've shared over the years. Thank you. My question is about my 5-year-old blue son. When he gets disciplined or doesn't get his way, he sometimes says very negative things about himself, like, I'm the worst kid, or even I should just die. My husband and I are careful about what he watches and the influences around him, so we're shocked to hear some of this coming from him. I always reassure him that he's fearfully and wonderfully made and that mistakes are normal, but is there another approach I should take? This is also new to me. Thank you for your advice.
Oh, well, thank you for writing in your question. And, Taylor was a lot like this. And Taylor would even say sometimes, I hate my life. And I'd be like, buddy, ooh, you hate your life. I mean, you're 5 years old. But, and I even got to where I told him, okay, Taylor, you can not like your day, think you didn't have a good day or whatever, but you cannot say you hate your life anymore. First off, that's offensive to me. And it's offensive to God because God gave you this life.
Yeah.
Hey moms, it's Katie, and I feel super lucky that I get to be the one to share some big news with you guys today. The SOAR conference is coming back in 2025. Now, if you've never experienced a SOAR, it is an amazing weekend event full of teaching, worship, and fellowship with other moms. This is going to be an event you do not want to miss. It's been a few years since the last time Birds on a Wire was able to host the conference, and Karen and the team have been working so hard behind the scenes to make sure this is a powerful event. Karen is writing brand new teaching content. She's invited some incredible breakout speakers, and she's got some phenomenal worship leaders signed up to join us. So you're going to want to keep your eyes on your email and also check social media for more details in the next month. Oh, and be sure you've got the Birds on a Wire Moms app downloaded, because that is going to be where you register for this incredible event. I'm going to be there, and I know you're going to want to be there too. So keep your eyes peeled for the SOAR conference in 2025. More details coming soon. Okay, let's get back to the show.
I would tell him, you can't say that. You can say you've had a bad day. You can say you're upset. You can say all these other things, but you cannot say I hate my life or I hate myself. We're not going to do that. But, you just need to understand that blues are always seeking perfection. And whenever they don't achieve it, it really bothers them to their core. And you just need to let them know, like she is, everybody makes mistakes and you're just learning and all of that. Sometimes it's helpful if you share with them the mistakes you make. Maybe not in the moment, but, while you're doing life, I sometimes drop something in your house so they can see you bend down, pick it up and be like, oh no, I made a mess, type of thing. So they also get very embarrassed whenever they do get in trouble. So whenever you are getting after your 5-year-old, try to think about, are we in public? Do I need to take him to another room? Talk to him in private kind of thing, because that will ease his reaction.
That's good.
But I would just always just know that what he's reacting is sort of typical of a blue, but he's also 5. So you got to give him time to mature up. The book Kathleen Edelman wrote, A Grown-Up's Guide to Kids Wiring, would be very helpful. And I'm just going to say this up at the top, because we could, say to read this book on all of these. Get that book, A Grown-Up's Guide to Kids Wiring by Kathleen Edelman. It'll really help you understand. She takes a deep dive into the different temperaments, what to do, what not to do, how to look at them from their temperament.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Well, question 2, what advice do you have for a yellow mom of a blue 10-year-old son who always wants to leave fun events halfway through to go home? I try not to give into his complaining, but it's hard to help him stick it out. Sometimes I get embarrassed by how much he complains, especially around other parents. His 11-year-old red-yellow sister often helps distract him, but I'm struggling to figure out how to handle this. My yellow side just wants to enjoy the fun. No.
I hear her. I hear blue temperaments are temperamental for sure, and they're very moody. And if things aren't going the way they want them to go, then they want to peace out, and let's leave. But this is what I did with Taylor whenever he was this age. I would just say, Taylor, we're going to this birthday party. And we're going to stay at least until the cake is cut, or at least until they open up your gift or all the gifts, and then we can leave. But we cannot leave before then. And I would tell him, if you can't stay for that length of the time for the party, then we're going to just not go at all.
Did he ever say that I don't want to go?
Yeah, he did.
So you just have to just be like, okay with that?
Yeah. Okay. You don't want to go? That's fine. We don't have to go. But we're not going to go and be rude to the person that the birthday is for, because that is rude to have to leave the party early. And blues are also very sensitive and very thoughtful. So I would appeal to that side of them. And I would say, how would it make you feel if you had a birthday party and your friend left not even halfway through because they were bored? And don't answer it for him. Let him sit there and let him answer the question. And 9 times out of 10, he'll say, that would make me feel bad. Say, okay, you are a very kind person, and I know you don't want to do that to your friend. So if we can't go and have a good attitude and stay for the length of the party, at least until the presents get open, then we don't need to go, and let him make his decision. And I did not force Taylor to go to birthday parties that he did not want to. Now, some friends, he always wanted to go to theirs, and some friends he didn't. So I was just like, okay, listen, I had 4 kids. So if he didn't want to go to all the birthday parties, that was fine by me.
Like, whatever.
Yeah. So that's what I
How
did.
did you handle that? Because this mom says she gets embarrassed with the parents. How did that make you embarrassed? Like, that he wanted to, I'm making this up, like he wanted to go to party A, but not party B. And like those friends were friends. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. I don't know if I ever encountered that type of thing, but I would get embarrassed by the way Taylor reacted to things because it was very negative. And a lot of the ladies were my friends.
Yeah.
So what embarrassed me was like if he went over to a play date and they would call and say, Taylor wants to come home. And I was like, oh, and she'd be apologizing all over herself. And because I'm a yellow, I wanted to make a joke about it, like he's weird or whatever. But I had to learn not to do that. And I just said, yeah, I'll come get him. And I just had to be like, this is my son.
Yeah.
You know, this is just the way God's wired him. And I'm his mom. And I need to not make a joke about this. I need to be respectful of him and just get over my embarrassment.
There you go.
You know, it's
Practical.
not about you, Karen. It's not about you.
Well, there you go. That's practical, and we love practical.
Yes.
All right. Question 3. Hi, Karen, mom of 3 here. I'm pretty sure my 9-year-old son is blue-red, and I'm red-yellow. He's my most challenging child to parent. I often feel exhausted and discouraged. He groans over basic tasks, takes corrections very personally, shuts down, and gets embarrassed easily. He also struggles with being coachable, whether it's responding to feedback on playing catch or being encouraged to find new foods. At the same time, he's incredibly smart, kind-hearted, and fun when things are going his way. I want to nurture our relationship and help him grow, but most of our instructions feel like conflict rather than connection. Do you have any tips for building a better relationship with my blue son? I don't want him to resent me when he gets older.
Well, thank you for writing in your question. You know what? One thing I love about the blues is they are very thoughtful and they are sensitive and they are sincere and they're kind. But the negative side of it, or their weaknesses, is they are very self-critical and self-deprecating. So it's hard to walk that fine line as a parent while we're learning to parent them. And you always have to keep in mind he's 9 years old. So you are just sort of teaching and guiding him in the way that he should go. And I would always tell my son Taylor his strengths first. Like, Taylor, I love your heart. I love this and I love this and I love this. And be like, you know, you're too hard on yourself. You are just learning how to play baseball. You're just learning how to play football. So of course you're not going to get it always right every single time. So just know that whenever you do discipline him, once again, do it in private because they do not like correction in front of a lot of people because it embarrasses them. So make sure you do that in private. As far as the food goes, I would let that go because the taste buds of a child change and morph over time. And that's one battle I personally would not fight. A pediatrician told me years ago, always have something on the table that you know they like and you know that they'll eat. And that always helped me sort of keep it in mind and sort of rein it in. But, you know, building a relationship with your blue, I think the best thing is just to teach them, I understand the way you're wired. These are your strengths. These are your weaknesses. And we all need the Lord to walk with us and to show us how to live out in our strengths. And that's the way I think you build relationships. You know, Taylor and I had a very close relationship throughout his life, but especially in the teen years, because he knew that I was a student of him and he appreciated that sensitivity that I had towards him. Mm-hmm. So I think I would just focus on his strengths and teach him these are your weaknesses, but let's start praying about this, that you wouldn't be so critical of yourself. You're going to always see the glass half empty, but that's okay. As Greg says, it's a realistic realization.
Yep. Brian always says, I'm not negative. I'm just realistic.
I know.
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
All right.
But you know what? God placed the little yellow in you in his life for a reason.
That's right. And trust me, I need the realistic choo-choo train to come around every once in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't do that.
Yes.
All right. Moving on to last question. This one was fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you, Karen.
Aw, love
So
you
sweet.
too.
So thankful for you. I think my 12-year-old only boy is a blue-red. I've taken the color quiz for him a few times, but keep getting different colors. He's in 7th grade, a boy. We are battling. I almost feel like I'm hurting his feelings by damaging his spirit instead of helping him. See the reasoning and the logic and why he can't act the way he does. He's very sweet, sensitive boy. Family is very important to him. So I feel if I pinpoint the colors that he is, I can truly hunker down and focus on those needs, wants, strengths, and weaknesses of those colors and help me better it would help me better, but I just can't, for the life of me, figure out what he is.
Well, I love this. I love that you're trying as a mom to figure out what he is. And my suggestion to you is let him take the test. Go on the Birds on Our website. It's the first thing, and just say, take the color quiz or personality test, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
I think it's under free resources.
Yeah. And let him take it. And then whenever it pops up and it gives you his score, say, okay, let's get this. Let's listen to these podcasts and Wire Talk, or get the Kathleen Edelman book, A Grown-Up's Guide to Child's Wiring, or Kids Wiring, A Grown-Up Guide to Kids Wiring. Sorry, that's a long one. But go through his strengths, go through his weaknesses, point out other people that are blues in his life that he respects, that he admires, and be like, you know what? This is a great temperament, and I love that, but we all need to learn more about ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's what I would do, and that's the way I'd handle it. I have been teaching these starting to with the grandchildren. Evie's 11, and she loves it.
Mm-hmm.
She loves listening to what she is. She's a blue and a blue-green, and she loves hearing about her colors, and she'll say, now, why am I this? And I'm like, because you have a sensitive heart.
I noticed her asking me about that. I was like, why is she asking about her colors?
But it's funny because the other grandkids are listening, and now they're all like, Talon's like, am I blue? And I'm like, no, you're a yellow.
You're a yellow.
You're a sunny yellow. What does that mean? And I tell them, and they all love to hear what they are.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I would let your 7th grade boy take the test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I wonder what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can remember the first time I took the test.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me I need to be honest with the test and just do what's true and not what I wanted it to be.
There you go.
That was kind of hard for me to do.
Well, because you're green and
Yes.
you want to be what you think everybody wants you to be.
Well, and also I knew a little bit about him and I really wanted to be yellow first.
I know.
And I wasn't. But that's okay. It's my second color.
You're second.
Well, moms, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you have a great Valentine's Day, and I hope that we see you at SOAR. And if this podcast was great for you and you loved it, you learned something, please remember to share, like, and subscribe just so more people can learn about Wire Talk. And we cannot wait to see you next week at Wire Talk. See ya.
Have a great day.